Yo, what's up guys and welcome to the Whittleton Creek Electric and Whittleton Creek Blackout challenges. My name is Mr. Freeze2244, but before we get into the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and hit the bell notification to be notified of all future videos and live streams. Also, if you missed any challenges so far I've covered in this episode, be sure to click the link in the description of the full playlist. But for this one, we've actually found a use for the sedative pills, and we're going to have that stored in the creek shed. We're going to bring along our ICA remote taser, which you unlock in Miami, and we're going to bring along a lockpick. Also, we're going to do another challenge which requires us to smack someone in the head, a target in the head with these newspapers. So from the start, that's where we're going to go grab those newspapers, and we're going to go over to Janus's house, and that's where we're going to take. Everything's going to go down. We need to take out both targets with electricity. So if you take out one of them, you'll get the Whittleton Creek Electric challenge done, and then if you take out both targets with electricity, then you'll get the Whittleton Creek Blackout challenge completed. Again, it's sort of a borrowed challenge from Mumbai. So unfortunately, they've rehashed it and put it into this one as well. But nevertheless, with this, we're going to kind of grab our sedative pills there. Like I said, you get the sedative pills, I believe, in Miami. We're like a very early mastery level, but we've actually finally found a use for them. After 2.5 years now, since the regular Hitman 2016 came out, we've found a use for the sedative. So we're actually going to lockpick this door right here, take out that camera. And then we're going to leap through this window right here. Next is going to be a guard in the kitchen, so we just actually use the newspaper to knock him out. And it actually knocks him out. It even leaves blood. You wouldn't think like a rolled up piece of newspaper would knock him out, but yeah, apparently it does. We're just going to leave his body here. We don't have to necessarily hide his body properly because no one else comes around here anyway. We're actually going to stick on his disguise too. And at this point in time, Janus and his bodyguard will be coming down the stairs. Now, at this point, we're just going to wait for the bodyguard to get in position, like closest to the bathroom. And then we're going to overflow the sink and turn on the tap, as I say. We're going to press ourselves against the wall here, just behind the door. As soon as he opens the door, we're going to spam that subdue button and then pull him around the corner for a subdue around the corner. This will work 100% of the time, by the way. I did this about 10 times. And I didn't once encounter a punch glitch, so it should be safe to do that corner subdue. Once we've done that, we're just going to pull his body away from the water that's still flowing, and then we're going to enter the front room. Janus should get distracted by the sink overflowing itself, and that's when we're going to go ahead and knock him out with the newspaper, which will unlock a challenge for you. Breaking news, because of course it is. So we're going to drag his body into the flowing water right now, and then we're going to pull out the remote taser, throw it into the puddle, and then activate it, and then that should take out the target for an accident kill. There's your electricity kill, that's number 1. So at that point in time, you should have the Whittleton Creek Electric pop up on the top right corner of your screen. I've already done it, so that's why it didn't pop up for me. We're actually going to hide this guard's body, just in case someone outside recognizes or hears the water being overflowed and comes to check the room. It's okay if the target's body is found because it's an accident kill, so it won't negate your score if you're going for Silent Assassin. Next, we're going to take out the evidence, which is going to be just down here. It's not completely necessary, but we do have to. I am going to take out the evidence because it's going to affect us a little bit later on. But if you are going to go for Silent Assassin anyway, I recommend just taking out the evidence because it's right there anyway. So we have to take out the final target, which is Nolan Cassidy. So we're just going to wait for this person to go past outside because he's an enforcer. We're going to cross the street. Also, Nolan Cassidy is going to be an enforcer, so if he's outside, just keep in mind that he can see through this disguise. So we are actually going to swap disguises for the exterminator disguise because we're going to need that because we're going to need his gas mask. Because the house is being fumigated. And that is when we actually going to take advantage of that fumigation happening. And everyone's going to go sleepy bye-bye. First of all, this guy's going to go sleepy bye-bye with his newspaper in the back of his head. That's certainly a headline. Ha! Get it? Headline newspaper? No? Okay. Anyway, we've knocked him out and grabbed the exterminator disguise, and we don't need to take out the cameras because we've already taken out all the evidence. We're going to use the key to open the gate. We're not in a trespassing area. We're good to go. So all we're doing at this point in time is waiting for the target to enter the building. he's going to pass through the garage and he's going to eventually come into the house. So we're just going to wait for that to happen before we attempt to poison this thing right here. This thing in front of us, this big yellow thing, the bug swat thing. So we're just going to wait. Let me just skip it to the point there. So they're just coming into the garage now, so I'm just going to poison this thing with a sedative pills. And as soon as you see them in the house itself, not the garage, but so they need to both of these guards, the guard and the target, needs to be entered in the house at this point in time. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So what's going to happen is everybody in the house will just fall flat on their back. And that will be everyone knocked out in the house. Unfortunately, this guy randomly decides to go into the house and ruins it all for us. So if you are going to want the Silent Assassin rating, you're going to have to take that guy out first before you do all this. And I have tested it. You can get Silent Assassin. I know it said body found, but don't worry about that because there's no body being found because they're all passed out. Trust me on that. Trust me. It does get a Silent Assassin rating. I promise you. As long as that guy doesn't walk in the house and ruin it. So I recommend knocking that guy out. If you are intending to get a Silent Assassin this way, it can be achieved. We can use the sedative pills for a reason. And this is a perfect opportunity for this. If you come into this building as well without this mask on, you will die. So just keep that in mind. You need this Exterminator disguise on to be in this house. So once we've dragged the body into the bathroom, we're going to overflow the sink. And we need to grab the battery out of the garage. And we're going to need to throw this battery into the puddle of water. And once we've done that, you'll unlock the Whittleton Creek Blackout challenge. It didn't pop up for me on the top right corner because I've already achieved it. But that is essentially how you do both of these challenges. So that's 2 challenges in one. Also the breaking news challenge as well, so you can count that as 3. But that is essentially how you do the Whittleton Creek Blackout challenge and the Whittleton Creek Electric and breaking news challenge. So hopefully this has helped you out. Here's a confirmation of these 2 ones. So hopefully this has helped you out. And yeah. So that's going to do it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. Feel free to drop a like on this video if it helped you out or if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are new to the channel and hit the bell notification to be notified of all future videos and live streams. For the full playlist of videos, check out the link in the description. Consider supporting me on Patreon or even becoming a member of the channel by clicking the join button below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.